It's the Toonsmyth Clog! And now here he is, your host, me, Toonsmyth! Hello, hi, how's it going? Thanks very much, and welcome to the first official episode of the cartoon vlog, which I like to call The Clog. Let's get right into it with Tunes in the News! If you were a fan of the series Xiaolin Showdown, then you'll be excited to hear that a new series called Xiaolin Chronicles made its debut on Disney XD last week. It's got all the same characters with a couple of new faces thrown in for variety, and the showdowns now inexplicably take place in a Tron Legacy 3D realm. It's not a bad show, and it's great to see Omi and the other Shaolin warriors, and they're a little more grown up now. But this new incarnation is just a little formulaic, and Jack Spicer, who I love as a character, he seems to have lost his evil edge, and he's reduced to just a bumbling comic relief. It's too soon to tell, but at the very least, Xiaolin Chronicles might make a good video game tie-in or something. Most of all, I wish Wayne Knight would return as the voice of Dojo. It's just not the same show without him. Also in Toon News, sad to report that this week will be the final episode of that show that just wouldn't die, the brilliant Futurama. This show has received numerous awards for its achievements in animation, writing, and for its performances by the amazing cast. It's social satire that held the mirror up to society and modern trends, celebrities, and politics. It made us laugh, it made us cry, but most of all, it made us think. We've been blessed with multiple revivals of this show, and we can only hope that one day we'll get to see one more glimpse of the future. So it's sad news, everyone, but farewell, Futurama. You will be missed. But for now, let's try to compose ourselves and move on with the Toon Reviews. So it took me a while to get around to it, but I finally got sucked into the mystery and hilarity of Disney's Gravity Falls. My first impression had me convinced that this was just an animated kiddie version of the X-Files, but it's so much more. It's hard not to become invested in the lives of Dipper and Mabel Pine and the insanity that surrounds them, and the cast of voice actors could not be better chosen, with Jason Ritter and Kristen Schaal and Alex Hirsch, the show's creator, personally voicing Stan and Suze. What really got me hooked was the cliffhanger with the 3 journals, and what was the portal that Grunkle Stan opened up at the end, and what was the deal with the triangle guy. I can't wait to find out, but I'm kind of concerned that once all the secrets are revealed, the show will become far less interesting. So let's hope it lasts a little longer than most Disney animated series, and that the writers pace themselves this time. This week also marks the premiere of Cartoon Network's Uncle Grandpa. He's a surreal little guy with the catchphrase, "Good morning!" And there's not much to tell beyond that. It's mostly a bunch of random silliness strung together with a plot. And I'm not saying that every show has to have a moral lesson or educational value, and I'm all about random silliness. This show reminds me cartoons that I used to draw back in 4th grade and spiral notebooks during school, where you got a monster attack and a wacky zombie alien fight on the moon, and then a giant bunny rabbit comes in and destroys the world. You know, that sort of thing. I think the show is brought to you by the same people responsible for Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. So if you remember that, then you know what kind of gross out humor and fart jokes that you're in for. And if that's the sort of thing you like, then Uncle Grandpa is going to be right up your alley. Is it something I'm going to watch? Probably not. But I'm not the target demographic. It's not for everybody. But it's clear that a lot of very talented people put a lot of hard work into it. So by all means, give it a shot. Which brings us to our next segment, Who's Who in Toons? Speaking of hard-working, talented people, one of the artists who helped out on Uncle Grandpa is someone whose work I've admired for a long time. Stephen DeStefano has been responsible for some of my favorite comic books, such as Amazing Man and Hero Hotline, and has worked on some of the best animated shows like Ren and Stimpy, Venture Brothers, Symbionic Titan, Futurama, and countless others. He has a unique style that combines old-timey 1930s cartoons with a modern abstract Spumco look that makes him one of the perfect artists to also be working on the new Mickey Mouse shorts on Disney. So next time you're watching your favorite cartoon, be sure to check the closing credits for Stephen DeStefano. Chances are he worked on it. And now it's time for Ask Toonsmyth. C Jaguar 265 wants to know, when are you guys going to do a Knight Rider themed episode? Tal Rubin asks, Toonsmyth, do you like cheese? Of course I like cheese. It's cheese. What's not to like? Esquileto333 says, you are so cool. Well, yes. Yes, I am. And Gale207506 wants to know, when is the Hungry Games Part 4 coming? Well, to answer that, why don't we turn to the old UCF-ometer, where we can see just how far along the next episode is on this production timeline. So where are we on episode 4 of the Hungry Games? There you have it. Still a ways to go. This episode's going to have a lot of characters in it, so it'll be worth the wait, I promise. Stay tuned for more details, and be sure to check out Toonsmyth Productions on Facebook for status updates and sneak previews. That's all the time we have for now, but tune in again next time for the Toonsmyth Clog! Thanks for watching. Bye.